when the injury is more serious than you lead us to believe, and 3 days turned into a month. Nothing changed for me, Skip. And they said, well, he looked a little rusty. I expect him to look rusty. Skip, he hadn't thrown a pass in a team setting in 11 months.
Yeah.
So what did you expect him to do? Just Dak to come out there and just start throwing darts? There's a big difference when a quarterback's throwing 7-on-7, or he's throwing to a pat and go to receiver, Skip, and there's no pass rush and there's no DBs that are defending his receivers. So of course Dak's going to look good. But what happens when you put those guys out there? Now all of a sudden say, well, Dak looked rusty. He looked, you know, he was off kilter. What did you expect? The guy hadn't thrown in the team setting in 11 months. Professionals have to practice too, Skip. You just don't put down something and just go to it. There's a reason why we practice. So I'm not surprised. And another thing, Skip, remember I told you, I said, Skip, I needed preseason. I missed a preseason game, stretched for a pass, threw my back out, missed. And even though I had been practicing, even missing that game and then coming back, I felt sluggish. I felt lethargic. I'd be like, man, my legs felt like I was running in cement. I can just imagine missing the entire preseason and going out there in a game when the game actually matters and say, you know what, I'm gonna be at my absolute best. I just don't see how Dak's gonna do it. But I wish him all the best, because y'all gonna need it. But I still don't believe that shoulder. I still believe they're holding back, Skip. I don't think that shoulder is as healthy as they're leading us to believe.
Ditto, which is why I believe that my team shouldn't be getting ready for Tampa. I think my team should have spent all last week getting ready for at Chargers in week 2. September 19th at Chargers is when my season starts, because at Tampa Bay, September 9th, Thursday night, solo stage, no shot. This is the absolute worst way to get ready for that game.
Right.
So as I reflect on what I went through this past weekend, I was spellbound by it. I was mystified. I was flabbergasted. I was gobsmacked right between the eyes as I watched Tom Brady at age 44 on Saturday evening. I watched him play the first 3 series of the game at Houston. And he goes 11 of 14 for 154 yards and a touchdown. He's 44 years of age. So overnight, it was almost like Christmas Eve to me. I'm thinking, gee, I just know Jerry's got a present for us, because it started at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning here. I just really believe that Jerry would come to his senses and play Dak 2 or 3 series yesterday. It's Jerry world. Just do it against Jacksonville. Just let him play 2 or 3 series. Again, to your point, you got to play the offensive line. You got to play some, if not, maybe you don't play Zeke, but you play Tony Pollard.
Right, okay.
You play your receivers. Just let them get their feet wet. Let them remember how it feels. Get a little confidence. As I saw Trevor Lawrence say after the game yesterday, he said, this meant so much to us, I'm paraphrasing his quotes, because we needed a good taste in our mouths going toward their opener, which is against the Houston Texans. So what happened? Tom Brady throws for 154 yards getting ready for my Dallas Cowboys. And could we just see a few of those throws if we could? These are to Chris Godwin. This is the first drive. Look at that. You don't think that's arm strength? I think his arm's getting stronger at 44. That's a throw. That's a big league pro football throw. And here's the touchdown to Chris Godwin. I think that was right pinpoint on the money where it had to be for a touchdown. There you go. That'll work. And then we had one more throw later in the game, also to Chris Godwin out of the end zone. That'll work. So I think he's not in midseason form, Tom Brady. I think he's in postseason form already.
But Skip, you saw Mahomes play.
He played.
You saw Josh Allen play.
He played.
You saw Baker Mayfield play.
I saw him play.
Lamar Jackson played.
I saw him play.
But all these guys played, but you know what? Nah,
we're okay. So not only did Dak not play yesterday, not a single starter played yesterday for my Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you, I was dumbfounded. I tried to look. I thought, he'll let Micah Parsons play a little bit. I'm looking for 11 on defense when they came out. 11? There's no 11. There's nobody. Trust me, 0 starters on offense or defense touched the football field yesterday. What is the point? Again, you have virtually 11 days to get ready for September 9th.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, you got to be off until Thursday because...
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have 3 mandatory days off.
Right.
Okay. So
after your last preseason game.
How can you not let some of the starters play, even if Dak doesn't? Some of the I have no earthly idea, but clearly Jerry, you're the GM. Jerry, you're the unofficial head coach. Jerry said no. Maybe Steven said no. We're going to play nobody because remember, they've been saying all preseason doesn't matter.
Right, correct.
Okay.
Skip, I was not surprised, especially after the J.K. Dobbins injury. I thought a lot more people, I was surprised everybody started seeing that, like J.K. Dobbins out for the season, and I thought everybody was going to get scared. But Bruce Arians says, nope, I'm playing my guys.
Playing my guy. Andy Reid said, I'm really playing my guy.
And Andy played, Skip, this is the past 2 games that Andy's played his guys.
Okay. So I'm looking at all these snaps played, and I'm seeing a whole lot of quarterbacks play a whole lot of snaps.
Yes.
Because, my God, so Patrick Mahomes ended up playing 51 snaps in the preseason. Dak Prescott played 0. Think about that.
Yeah.
So Dak Prescott, by September 9th, he will not have played a game in, I think it's 330 days. What? He's played nothing. And we saw in episode 1 of Hard Knocks, he didn't even make it to the first padded practice.
Right.
So he didn't joint scrimmage against the Rams. He played 0 they had 4 preseason games. McCarthy said, I had a plan in place, 10 to 15 plays in the first one, then a quarter in the next one, half in the next one. He played 0.
Right.
And you're going to throw him into that fire? So last night I sat back and I said, okay, so what are you going to do? Sneak up on him? That's your only hope.
Sneak up on who?
On Tampa, where they're just going to take you so not seriously. Did you see what Brady said after the game? He said, oh, they got a lot of firepower. They got a lot of draft picks.
Yeah.
Draft picks? That's all you're giving them is draft picks?
Think about this. Now, remember Tom Brady says he only says about 90% of what he's actually thinking. What is draft picks? Everybody gets draft picks. Tom Brady, you didn't break no news. Somebody got a lot of draft picks.
Yeah.
So did the Texans. So did all the other 31 teams had draft picks.
Well, that's the best thing you could think to say about
Exactly.
the Cowboys.
Knowing that we're going to beat the brakes off them. Think about this, Skip. Patrick Mahomes took 1 fewer snap than Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a rookie trying to get his feet wet. And Andy Reid said, you know what, Pat? I need you to take this many reps. We see how long Mac Jones was playing for the Patriots. Patrick Mahomes took 1 fewer snap than Mac Jones. Dak Prescott took 0 snaps after missing basically the entire season.
Okay.
Missing the entire preseason.
So is it possible that Tampa gets too overconfident? Is it possible that,
No.
that Tampa's sitting back today saying, what are they doing?
No.
Or do they take it personally like, you think you're ready for us?
They're so cocky, so confident that they think they can rest their starters the entire preseason, basically, and then come out here and hang with us. Tom Brady will come out there looking to kick 5 from people. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm here for it, Skip.
But he's like that every Sunday. The greatest thing about Tom Brady is he does not care who the opponent is. He wants to shred said opponent.
Yeah.
He takes nobody lightly. He wants to throw 5 touchdown passes every game.
But he also said he loves playing those Thursday games because then he gets someone like a mini bye because you play that Thursday. And
but he also said if you're playing the Sooner game, as he called it, that means you did something good the last year, the year before.
You don't know, Skip. If you're at home and you're playing,
well, then you really did something good. That means you won the championship.